Tiny Shinra. I'm supposed to tell you a bit about myself, I guess. I'm a doctor, though not your typical doctor. I'm more of a, consider myself more of a researcher. I guess now's the time to tell you why I am so infatuated with Celty. Celty is everything. She's everything, like literally. I grew up with her. I met her on a trip coming over here to Japan. She was searching for something and I knew it was something very important to her. But I also noticed she didn't have, well, her head, honestly. So I was kind of surprised and at the same time absolutely fascinated. So I brought her to my father, who was equally fascinated, being a doctor as well. So Celty actually agreed to my father doing some experimentation on her, considering she is not exactly human. But I grew up watching my father experiment on her and find her limits and things like that, and I guess I kind of grew to an infatuation after a while, and then as I got older, more of a love. Yeah, definitely. I fell in love with her. The great thing about Celty is I don't need to see her expression or hear her voice to understand exactly what she's saying. She emotes through her physicality, and honestly, I feel like I have this telepathic link with her because you know how she types on the phone or on a computer or something, and that's how she usually communicates with people? I don't need that stuff. I don't need any of that to know exactly what she wants to say to me, if she wants to yell at me, if she wants to hit me. I mean, I understand exactly what she's saying at all times, even without her verbalizing it through text. She's beautiful. I don't need to see or know what her face looks like or her hair color or her eye color. She just being what and who and how she is right now is amazing. And that's not coming from the doctor part of me. While she's a physical specimen that is fantastic and fascinating and unbelievably inhuman, which I love, but she's also so human, and she feels like the rest of us. I mean, I guess you have to meet her to understand. This is a little bit of a harder one. What is my relationship with Shizuo, and what is my relationship with Isaiah? Shizzy and Izzy and I, complicated. Okay, we'll just say both relationships are complicated, though maybe Shizzy a little bit less complicated. Shizzy and Isaiah and myself, we all kind of grew up together in a way. We met in middle school, and we went through school together, and I guess I kind of became fascinated with Shizuo the same way I was fascinated with Celty when I was younger. He has an inhuman ability. Every time he sees Isaiah, it's like something snaps in his head. When something happens that is a wrong in his head, he will just snap instantly. He'll change into this hulking, angry, pissed off, He-Man type character, and he'll just start throwing stuff. And the cool thing about it is every time he does that, something internally just breaks. And I will then have to fix it. I mean, we've known each other for a while, so I'm friends with him. And being his doctor, I guess, is kind of my relationship to him now, because we don't talk all that much unless he's been injured, shot, stabbed, had a broken bone needing setting, something happens to him that he just needs a doctor. I guess that's when he comes and sees me. As for Isaiah, since I knew Isaiah in middle school, I kind of understood his psychosis. He's a bit on the psychotic side, sociopathic in my way of thinking. He doesn't think like other people, which I find fascinating. He is in love with humanity, and yet he wants to destroy it. It's, again, fascinating. All of these people that I surround myself with are fascinating, and they're completely scientifically different than anybody else I've ever met. Isaiah and I have a tense relationship. We'll say it as friends, but sort of not. I know he's hiding something from me and Celty. I know he is. He knows more than he's letting on. And I kind of don't like that. But I let it go because Isaiah is Isaiah, and I can't change him no matter how much I want to get my hands on that fascinating brain and just rewire it so it works. Not like a crazy person that wants to kill everybody, but, you know, Isaiah is Isaiah. And in our past, we've had tensions and good times and bad times, and I think we have a grudging respect for each other. He respects me as a physician, as a doctor, and I respect him as a chess master, sort of putting all the pieces where they're supposed to be. And I think that's why he kind of sticks by me and doesn't try to, you know, place me on the board, so to speak. He doesn't want me as a player. But yeah, that's my relationship with Shizzy and Izzy. This is a random question, but okay. Do I like to party in my underpants? I mean, if Celty's around. Sure, yeah, if Celty's around. Maybe not with Shizzy and Izzy, because that could get ugly and awkward and no. Probably not with anyone but Celty. And maybe by myself. I mean, Celty's fine, but Celty kind